So the Buddha said, give your attention, be mindful. Be mindful when you walk. Be mindful when you sit. Whatever the way you are sitting, wherever you go, be mindful. When you go, be mindful. Wherever you go, be mindful. So wherever you sit in, be mindful of your posture. And then whenever you are standing, be mindful on that posture. Wherever you are sleeping, lying down, be mindful on that posture. So be mindful. It is easy to say, but it is difficult to practice. We as worldlings cannot practice mindfulness all the time. Please understand this. That can be done perfectly by the enlightened ones. The enlightened ones, arahants, they do. They practice mindfulness all the time. But we try to be arahants. We try to practice as they do. So we have to make effort to practice, to develop mindfulness. So that for that purpose we have to give attention to our body. So we have two bodies. From time to time we have to give attention to these two bodies. Then we can develop this little by little. Whenever this body is still, try to give attention to your breath body. Whenever you are working, give attention to your hands and be mindful on this body. Okay, that is the first thing the Buddha said, how to practice mindfulness on body. Buddha gives 6 methods to practice mindfulness of body, to establish mindfulness on body. Let's go to the third one. The first one is mindfulness of breath. The second one is mindfulness of postures. The third one is mindfulness of all activities. How to give attention to all activities. Buddha said, Abhikkante patikkante sampajanakari hoti. When you go forward, when you turn back, coming back, be mindful. Be aware of it, your actions. Be aware of your actions, what you are doing. Always try to be aware of your actions. Whenever you go forward, whenever you turn, coming back, be mindful. Understand your posture, how you are moving, how you do things. If you can give attention to your hands, you can be mindful on most of things. Because the bodily actions means our actions done with our hands. Most of our actions we do with our hands. So if we can give attention to hands, we can be mindful of most of the time. So then the Buddha said, whenever you wear your clothing, be mindful. Whenever you use a bowl, anything, be mindful. Whenever you eat, whenever you bite something, taste or drink, be mindful. Then the Buddha said, even when you use restroom, be mindful. And finally said, whenever you are silent, even be mindful. So in this manner, Buddha emphasized the way to establish mindfulness. If you are mindful, you are in the present moment. This is the secret. To be in the present moment. If you are in the present moment, you have no stress, because you know what is going on here. So we develop stress because of our ignorance. We do not know things properly, correctly. Where we have hindrances, we have desire, sense desire, we have ill will, sloth and torpor, restlessness, doubt. All these things are there. And because of that ignorance, we, with a perverted view, we try to grasp things as permanent, which is impermanent. We try to grasp things permanent in impermanent. We try to grasp happiness in suffering. We try to see happiness in suffering. And we try to grasp permanent things, substance, in unsubstantial, which is changing. No substance in the world, no permanent entity in the world. But we believe, we try to grasp something permanent, where we increase our stress. So the way to release, way to reduce and eliminate stress is this practice in developing, cultivating mindfulness. So that is the third method to practice. Giving attention to different activities. Then the Buddha gave another method to practice, where the Buddha analyzed the body. Analyzed this body to 32 parts, like head hairs, body hairs. Let's try to understand this. I'll try to say this 32 parts. I think most of you don't know, so it is easy to me. No, actually, let's see how the Buddha said. Okay, Buddha said head hairs, one part of the body. Head hairs, that is kesa. I use the Pali words also. Then loma. Loma is the body hairs, loma. Naka, the nails. Danta, teeth. Tacho, skin. Mansang, flesh. Naharu, sinews. Atti, bones. Atti minja, bone marrows. Wakkang, kidneys. Hadayang, heart. Yakanang, liver. Pihakang is diaphragm. Kilomakang is diaphragm. Pihakang is spleen. Papasang, lungs. Antang, intestine. Antagunang, that is small intestine and large intestine. Antang, antagunang. Udaryang, stomach. Karisang, pes. Petang, bile. Semham, phlegm. Pubbo, pus. Lohitang, blood. Sedo, sweat. Medo, fat. Asu, tear. Vasa, grease. Kelo, spittle. Singanika, mucus. Lasika. Lasika is sphenoid fluid. Lasika. Muttang. Muttang is urine and liquid in the brain. Mattake mattalonga. Those are the 32 parts of the body. So the Buddha said, contemplate on this. These are not permanent things. If you analyze these parts of the body, you can understand that there is nothing permanent. There is nothing permanent. Everything is impermanent. Whatever is in the nature of impermanent, it is in the nature of unsatisfactory. Whatever is in the nature of impermanent and unsatisfactory, it is in the nature of selfless, without a self.